Now to campaign 2016 and a very important week in Wisconsin.
CBS 2's Jessica Schneider is here now with the latest from the campaign trail. Jessica?
Well, Christina Maurice, 42 delegates are up for grabs in Wisconsin's primary next Tuesday. It is not a winner-take-all contest, so delegates will likely once again be divided up. Wisconsin's Governor Scott Walker has endorsed Ted Cruz, but tonight it was another war of words. Ted Cruz taking the stage first, vowing to fight to the finish to keep Donald Trump from being the Republican nominee.
Donald is not going to be the GOP nominee. We're going to beat him.
Trump backing down from his previous pledge to support whomever emerges as the candidate at the convention.
Do you continue to pledge whoever the Republican nominee is?
No, I don't anymore. Look,
you don't?
No, we'll see who it is.
You won't promise to support the Republican nominee?
And he was essentially saying the same thing.
The Milwaukee town hall happening hours after Trump's campaign manager Corey Lewandowski was slapped with a summons and charged with simple battery for allegedly grabbing a reporter's arm and causing these bruises at a campaign event in Florida March 8th. Ted Cruz saying Lewandowski should step down.
If he was your campaign manager, would you ask him to resign?
Of course. Look, it shouldn't be complicated that members of a campaign staff should not be physically assaulting the press.
But Trump refusing to use his famous phrase, "you're fired," on his campaign manager.
I stick up for people when they're right. I would have loved to have fired him. It would have been much easier than talking to you about this all night long. I'd rather talk about the issues.
As the primary season moves closer to the convention in July, candidates are battling for every last delegate. Ohio Governor John Kasich saying he will stay in the race despite only winning Ohio and calls to get out.
In virtually every national poll, I am the only one that beats Hillary Clinton consistently. In fact, in the last poll that came out, I was up 11 points.
John Kasich also backed off a pledge to endorse the eventual GOP nominee tonight. And Kasich heading to New York. He'll be in Howard Beach, Queens tomorrow afternoon for a stop at Gino's Pizza. New York, of course, now very much in play in its primary in 3 weeks on April 19th. It is the first time since 1988 the nomination has not been locked up by the time the votes are cast right here. Maurice and Christine.
Okay, Jessica, thank you.
Thank you, Jess. New tonight, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders agreeing to debate here in New York ahead of the primary. Nothing is firmed up yet, but there has been talk of holding the event in Brooklyn. Both candidates are currently crisscrossing Wisconsin ahead of the primary there next Tuesday.
Think about what the real prize here is, my friends. The real prize is winning in November by beating the Republicans.
What momentum is about is seeing young people by the millions getting involved in the political process.
Sanders won the last 3 caucuses, which were held on Saturday, but Clinton maintains a lead in delegates.